Right, so yeah, just finished basically recording a video. I just wanted to go on to this other topic, which is how I basically helped a friend, a good friend of mine, that's 19 years old, go from basically in person, going to college and not making that much money, to basically now making money with his true passion, which is actually music, and doing that all online while traveling the world, right? And his name is Sabo. Sabo, if you see this, shout out to you. So yeah, basically I'm gonna talk about like how I actually found this guy and how we became friends. How we basically like worked together and helped him on like doing this stuff online, right? Because a lot of musicians they don't really make a lot of money, right? And third is how he could also just like advance his music career way quicker because now he actually has more capital to do so, right? At 19 years old, so he has a ton of time as well. So yeah, let's get into it. Like, by the way, before I get into this video, yeah, sorry if I'm looking down a little bit. I was just making sure like the camera's all set up correctly because I'm changing the angle again to have like the beautiful city of Medellin behind me. This is basically from our rooftop here in our penthouse here in Medellin, Colombia. So yeah, let's get into it. So just a quick background story. Sabo is basically a guy that lives in like Madrid and sometimes goes to Switzerland back and forth, right? And he used to be in college. I think he's about 19 years old. Sabo, please correct me if I'm wrong. And basically, we actually met online in March, right? He used to still be in college, and the reason why I met him online is because in March I was looking for people on YouTube that were teaching other people how to produce Afro house music, and he was one of the few people that actually made videos on this, even though Afro house music is blowing up right now everywhere around the world, right? And he didn't have that many subscribers. So I basically like reached out to him and I was like, "Yo, like maybe like could you do some one-on-one classes with me?" And we basically agreed to a price and we almost used to meet every single day until I fully knew how to basically produce my own tracks and get them signed as well. Right? We did this for about an hour a day, 5 days a week for about 3 months. And after 3 months, I got my first track signed with Interscope. As you guys know, like Interscope hosts like people like Kendrick Lamar, Drake, all of the big artists that you probably heard of, they've worked with, right? So I basically got my first track signed with them, and that's all because I just hired someone that was a couple steps ahead of me, right, in the exact niche that I wanted to focus on, which was producing Afro House, which was very specific. He helped me with that. He made a lot of money. I basically made some money as well because I got my track signed and publicity, and it was basically like a win-win situation. Now the thing is, at this time he was still in college, right? And he was way undercharging his people. I told him many times, like, hey, look, like you can be charging way more because I just got this like record deal. You can use it as a case study, right? And you can use me as a case study and many other case studies to get more clients. Because now you actually have the proof of concept, plus you have the brand, plus you have the YouTube channel. So I think after that he almost like doubled, if not tripled, his price. And now we're actually working on an offer that can basically include some group coaching and all that other stuff, right? But he had no idea on how to actually make money online before. Like this is all kind of like new to him. So basically, a couple months go by, and last week, I kind of like sold my business. And that same weekend, we basically had a set together in one of the biggest clubs in Colombia, right? Just because he was able to help me, now people also knew him because people knew that he helped me, and basically got him to play at one of the biggest clubs in Colombia with me last weekend, while we're also celebrating the sale of our company, right? Now, he dropped out, and he's basically going to spend a couple months here in Colombia, just because he can, right? Like he was super miserable in college. Like he wanted to pursue music. It was his true passion, and he found a way to monetize. It's a super smart guy. Like 19 years old. It's insane, right? I'm gonna try to get him on one of these videos. By the way, if you guys want Sabo on one of these videos, just comment down below, and let's see if we can make it happen. And basically now, yeah, we're working on a bunch of gigs. We're gonna do some more writer scams, and we're basically gonna help him get more clients. And I know that we can, especially once we start running ads, right? Because he can now make crazy guarantees, such as like, hey, if we don't get your first track signed within 3 months with a major record label, I'll give you your money back and pay you 5K just for wasting your time. Offers like that on ads do extremely well. Not only can he actually fulfill on that offer because he's done it before and now actually a couple times, but second, it's also super original. And in this space, especially with Afro House, no one else is doing this. So if you can pick up something from this video, it's just like see what you're really good at, even if you're just one step ahead, right? It could be cooking, it could be making Afro house music, it could be how to build your own Christmas tree, for God's sake. Could be anything, right? Or how to make an AI portrait. Actually, I'm gonna do another video on that as well. I have a like life size, actually bigger than that. It's like a giant AI portrait of this like Latina woman in my living room. It's like about 12 feet wide, right? It's absolutely ridiculous and absolutely unnecessary, but I just thought it was very cool. You can even teach people about that if you know how to do it, right? I'll pay for it, right? So even if you have a skill and you're just one step ahead, you could be making 10K a month very, very easily, right? You just need to know like what you're good at, right? That's first. Second is, okay, what people can I help with this? Like, what does that target audience look like? And third, what is their end goal, right? And how do I reverse engineer getting them to their end goal with this specific problem and solution? So I'm still trying to work on like getting these videos longer, but honestly, like I sometimes don't even know what to talk about, and I keep it relatively short. So if you guys have any questions about Sabo or anything about this story in particular, just drop them down below. And I'll probably get him on one of these videos because he's in Colombia right now, but just not in Medellin. I think he's in Bogota right now or Cartagena, because he has a couple shows again. So yeah, just drop it down below, and we'll see if we can get him on, and we'll see you in the next video.